little bit more serious question. When is the last time that you cried?
Destiny's Child started when we were 9 years old. It's been a long time, and I know I've shared my best memories with these ladies. And I want to thank you guys. I'm gonna cry. But I want to thank Kelly and Michelle for being my best friends. I love you guys so much. I can't even express to you how much I love you and appreciate you, beautiful, talented women. And
is Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage crumbling under serious allegations? Before we dive into this shocking story that has Hollywood buzzing, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because Celebrity Program TV brings you the most exclusive celebrity news that you won't find anywhere else. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. The music industry was rocked when whispers began circulating about one of its most powerful couples. Beyonce and Jay-Z, a partnership that seemed unbreakable, now faces its most devastating challenge yet. What started as speculation has evolved into something far more serious, and the implications could destroy everything they've built together over 2.5 decades. At this year's Grammy Awards ceremony, something felt different. When Beyonce accepted her Album of the Year award for her groundbreaking country venture, Cowboy Carter, the moment that should have been pure triumph carried an undercurrent of tension. Her acceptance speech, typically gracious and heartfelt, contained a glaring omission that sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. She failed to thank her husband, Jay-Z. For a woman known for her meticulous attention to detail and genuine appreciation for those who support her journey, this oversight wasn't accidental. Industry insiders immediately recognized it as a calculated message. But the Grammy snub was just the tip of the iceberg. Behind the glittering facade of their public appearances and carefully curated social media posts, sources close to the Carter family reveal a marriage in crisis. The 43-year-old global superstar and mother of three is reportedly grappling with accusations that could irreparably damage not just Jay-Z's reputation, but her own carefully crafted brand. If you're finding this story as compelling as I am, smash that like button and let me know in the comments what you think about this developing situation. Your engagement helps us bring you more exclusive content like this. The allegations that have emerged paint a disturbing picture. Late last year, a lawsuit surfaced containing accusations so serious that they threatened to unravel everything the Carter empire represents. While the legal filing was eventually dismissed, the damage to their reputation had already begun. The court of public opinion doesn't operate on the same timeline as the legal system, and in the age of social media, perception often becomes reality faster than truth can catch up. Death threats began pouring in for both Jay-Z and Beyonce as the story gained traction online. What was once a private matter between husband and wife suddenly became a public spectacle, with millions of strangers weighing in on their relationship. The pressure of maintaining their public image while dealing with such serious personal turmoil has pushed their marriage to its breaking point. A source with intimate knowledge of the situation reveals that Beyonce finds herself trapped in what can only be described as a nightmare scenario. She's built her entire brand on empowerment, strength, and authenticity, the insider explains. Now she's faced with a situation where supporting her husband could be seen as contradicting everything she stands for, but abandoning him could destroy their family and business empire. The strategic moves Beyonce has been making behind the scenes suggest she's preparing for multiple scenarios. Most telling is her decision regarding her upcoming tour. For the first time in years, Jay-Z will not be joining her on the road. This isn't just a professional decision, it's a personal statement. Tours have always been a family affair for the Carters, with Jay-Z often making surprise appearances and the children joining them for parts of the journey. This break from tradition signals a fundamental shift in their relationship dynamic. Don't forget to subscribe to Celebrity Program TV if you haven't already, because we're just getting started with this explosive story, and there's so much more you need to know. Enter Solange Knowles, Beyonce's fiercely protective younger sister, who has apparently taken on a more significant role in recent developments. Those who remember the infamous 2014 Met Gala elevator incident, where security footage captured Solange physically confronting Jay-Z while a stone-faced Beyonce watched, understand the family dynamics at play. Solange has never been shy about defending her sister, and sources suggest she's been instrumental in helping Beyonce navigate this current crisis. The elevator incident, which dominated headlines for months, was never fully explained by the family. Their joint statement afterwards spoke of moving forward as a united family, but the underlying tensions were never truly resolved. The mysterious Becky with the good hair, referenced in Beyoncé's visual album Lemonade, became a cultural phenomenon, with fans speculating about Jay-Z's alleged infidelities. The couple seemed to work through those issues, even releasing a joint album, Everything is Love, that celebrated their reconciliation. However, according to our sources, the healing process was incomplete. Beyoncé never fully trusted Jay-Z again after the Becky situation, reveals someone close to the family. She wanted to believe they had moved past it, but there was always this underlying tension. She was hypervigilant about his behavior, and every late night in the studio or business trip became a source of anxiety. The current allegations have reopened all those old wounds while creating entirely new ones. The nature of the accusations is particularly devastating because they strike at the core of Beyoncé's values and public persona. As someone who has championed women's rights and spoken out against injustice, she finds herself in an impossible position. Make sure you're subscribed because this story keeps getting more complex, and Celebrity Program TV is your source for all the details as they unfold. Their love story, which began in March 2000, reads like a fairy tale in retrospect, but perhaps the signs of trouble were there from the beginning. When they first met, Beyoncé was an 18-year-old rising star with Destiny's Child, and Jay-Z was already an established rapper trying to win her attention. Despite performing for 85,000 people at MTV's Spring Break Festival in Cancun, he couldn't initially impress the young Houston native. She thought he was kind of awkward and weird, recalls a longtime friend who knew them during those early days. Beyoncé was focused on her career with Destiny's Child, and Jay-Z was this older guy who seemed interested in her, but she wasn't really feeling it at first. It took 18 months of friendship and creative collaboration before their relationship turned romantic. This foundation of friendship seemed to serve them well in the early years. Beyoncé often spoke about how their bond was built on mutual respect and shared artistic vision. Jay-Z became not just her husband but her business partner, helping to shape her solo career and eventually becoming the father of her children. Their combined net worth of over $1 billion made them one of the most powerful couples in entertainment history. But power and money couldn't shield them from the current storm. The allegations have forced Beyoncé to confront some uncomfortable truths about their relationship and her own complicity in maintaining an image that may not reflect reality. Friends describe her as being torn between her love for Jay-Z, her commitment to their family, and her responsibility to her fans and the causes she champions. If this story is keeping you on the edge of your seat, hit that notification bell so you never miss our exclusive celebrity coverage. The business implications of their marital troubles extend far beyond their personal lives. The Carter empire includes everything from Beyoncé's Ivy Park fashion line to Jay-Z's Rock Nation entertainment company, streaming service title, and various investments in everything from cannabis to cryptocurrency. A public divorce would require untangling assets worth hundreds of millions of dollars while potentially damaging both of their brands. Industry experts suggest that Beyoncé's recent business moves indicate she's preparing for independence. She's been quietly securing her own partnerships and investments, separate from their joint ventures. This financial maneuvering, combined with her decision to tour without Jay-Z, suggests she's building a safety net regardless of what happens to their marriage. The couple's 3 children, Blue Ivy and twins Sir and Rumi, remain the wild card in this situation. Both parents are reportedly committed to protecting their children from the fallout of these allegations and any potential divorce proceedings. Blue Ivy, now a teenager, is old enough to understand what's happening, which adds another layer of complexity to an already difficult situation. Mental health professionals who work with high-profile clients note that the pressure of maintaining a public facade while dealing with such serious personal issues can be overwhelming. When you're dealing with allegations of this nature, combined with the scrutiny of being in the public eye, it creates a perfect storm of stress and trauma, explains one expert who has worked with celebrity couples in crisis. Don't go anywhere because we're about to reveal what sources say could be the final straw in this deteriorating marriage. Recent sightings of the couple paint a picture of two people going through the motions of their public relationship while privately dealing with enormous strain. At events where they appear together, body language experts note the lack of genuine intimacy and connection that once defined their public appearances. They stand further apart, make less eye contact, and their smiles seem forced rather than natural. Beyonce's recent interviews and social media posts have been carefully crafted to maintain her brand while subtly distancing herself from Jay-Z. She speaks about her own growth, her children, and her artistic evolution, but references to her husband have become noticeably scarce. This calculated approach suggests a deliberate strategy to begin separating her public image from his. The entertainment industry is watching this situation closely because the Carter brand has been so intertwined with their relationship narrative. Their love story became part of their marketing appeal, and their apparent reconciliation after the Lemonade era was seen as a triumph of love over adversity. If that narrative crumbles completely, it could impact everything from their streaming numbers to their endorsement deals. Legal experts suggest that if divorce proceedings were to begin, they would likely be among the most expensive and complex in entertainment history. Beyond the financial assets, there would be questions about intellectual property, including songs they've written together, joint business ventures, and even their children's trust funds and future earnings. Make sure to subscribe to Celebrity Program TV because this story is far from over and we'll be bringing you every development as it happens. The timing of these revelations couldn't be worse for Beyonce's career momentum. Her venture into country music with Cowboy Carter has been both critically acclaimed and commercially successful, opening up new audiences and proving her artistic versatility once again. However, the shadow of her personal life threatens to overshadow her professional achievements. Industry insiders report that some potential collaborators and business partners are taking a wait-and-see approach, unsure of how the situation will ultimately resolve. The entertainment business is notoriously risk-averse when it comes to controversy, and even the suggestion of scandal can impact future opportunities. For Jay-Z, the stakes are equally high. His business empire depends heavily on his reputation and relationships within the industry. The allegations, even though dismissed in court, have damaged his standing with some partners and fans. His streaming service Tidal, already struggling to compete with Spotify and Apple Music, could suffer further if the controversy continues to grow. The couple's response strategy has been notably different from their handling of previous scandals. Rather than addressing the allegations directly or releasing a unified statement, they've maintained relative silence while making strategic moves that suggest they're preparing for different possible outcomes. Sources close to the situation reveal that Beyonce has been in regular communication with her legal team and financial advisors, exploring her options and understanding her rights. This practical approach reflects her business acumen and suggests she's not making decisions based purely on emotion. As we wrap up this deep dive into one of entertainment's most shocking developments, remember to subscribe to Celebrity Program TV and hit that notification bell. We'll be following this story every step of the way, bringing you exclusive insights and updates that you won't find anywhere else. The Carter Empire may be facing its greatest challenge yet, but one thing's certain: whatever happens next will reshape the entertainment landscape forever. Don't miss out on any of the developments in this explosive story, and let us know in the comments what you think will happen next. Until next time, this is Celebrity Program TV, where we bring you the stories that matter in the world of fame and fortune.